look at her for 10 seconds. That's all I ask. She breathes, she blinks, and just now, she noticed you. She has no body. She's an exhibit at an exhibition in Shanghai. Her face made the cover of Science Robotics. The startup that built her has raised 5 rounds of funding in 1 year, hundreds of millions of yuan for what is, essentially, a face. Because in China right now, the hottest thing you can build is a person. I spent a month crossing China with a camera. 3 cities, 2 factories, and 2 opposite ideas of what a man-made person is for. The World AI Conference, Shanghai. A year ago, these halls were arms and wheels. This year, legs, hands, brains, faces. Hundreds of companies, each building its piece of the same imaginary person, and wherever something looks back, a crowd, which leaves the question this film is about. When the pieces come together, what is that person for? 2 companies gave me 2 opposite answers. The first one is in Shenzhen. It answered with a number. UBTech is one of China's biggest humanoid robot companies. Last year, they sold 1,079 full-size robots. Total. The pitch is bold, not a gadget, a person. It walks, it dances, it keeps you company. Today, they announced 13,000 orders, pre-orders. Half tech launch, half fashion week. Up close, it gets complicated. The eyes follow you, the lips move, half a second late. Your brain keeps flipping between person and product, and it can't settle. To talk to her, you shout into her ear. The answer comes back 3 seconds later, as if from somewhere very far away. The male, 990,000 yuan, about $140,000. And on the order page, 1 rule, adults only. Nobody on stage explained why. They didn't have to. He didn't know. Everyone else in the room did. Behind the stage, I found where the faces come from. 100 cameras pointed at 1 chair. It looks like a bullet time rig from the Matrix. The faces aren't grown here. They're copied. Shenzhen's answer is to build a person. That's why it walks, talks, keeps you company. A person is the one product everybody needs. 2,000 kilometers north, a man believes building a person is precisely the mistake. So, I went north. The door opens like an airlock, and the first face I recognize in here belongs to a man who died in 2011. In Shenzhen, robots wear price tags. Here, they wear name tags. Most of these faces belong to history. Then there's this one, a TV host from Hong Kong, very much alive. She simply ordered a sphere.
我觉得机器人不一定在所有领域都像人啊。那讲到说，我们期待现在机器人走进千家万户的形态啊。现在有很多企业在做所谓的人形机器人啊。你知道人形机器人长2条腿，它30公斤重，50公斤重啊，2条腿用现在的方式在家里走，全楼的人都不要睡觉了，都不要休息了，很重。再就是人形机器人现在在物理世界还没有办法完全理解物理世界，这需要世界模型啊，包括人工智能，包括我们现在追求的 AGI， 从各个程度上都要完善啊。现在我觉得，对吧？虽然国内外都有很多在世界模型上努力的公司和企业，但是我觉得还有很长的路要走。就是人形机器人在理解世界万物、理解物理世界层面上，就所谓的大脑的这个层面上，现在才刚刚开始。
Yang doesn't answer like a CEO. His favorite word comes from Zen. Zhaoxiang changed to form. Teach a robot one task, and it becomes that task forever, which explains the most beautiful robots in this building. They can walk, they can work, they blink, they smile, they turn their heads. That's the entire resume. Useless by design, because only the useless get liked for what they are. Nothing here pretends to be a person. These are idols, statues that smile back. A person gets needed, an idol gets loved.
机器人设备，完全他的性格、他的长相、他的穿着、他存在的方式，对吧？这个我都能按照自己的爱好、自己的审美去调整然后我觉得我愿意跟我调整出来的我心中的那个设备多交流。有趣的灵魂已经有了嘛？我们现在再跟计算机对话，对吧？美丽的外表，它有没有？它可不可以有？不是说我并不是说所有的机器人都要变成人形的那有这种可能性，值不值得探索？
None of this is as new as it looks. This civilization has been carving people for over 2,000 years. Terracotta soldiers to serve an emperor in the dark. Buddhas to be adored on cliff walls, need and love. The same two reasons all along. But in 2,000 years, the statues never once looked back. These do. How many parts does it take to keep an idol alive? Hands rehearsing all day. The hardest part of a person, practiced 1,000 times. An office lady tunes a pair of eyelids beside a row of half arms and half legs. Here, the uncanny valley is just a Tuesday. On the workbench monitor, I finally meet the mind. A control panel, upper eyelid, lower eyelid, jaw, wrist, a person reduced to a list of switches, and the smile, animated by hand, keyframe by keyframe. Shenzhen copies a face with 100 cameras. Dalian teaches one to move one frame at a time. At 9 a.m., the switches go on. Showtime. Robot museums like this are opening all over China. Every robot has a talk button, even a horse. The robots have been repeating the same 5 seconds since morning. A phone on a tripod streams it, hour after hour. 2 loops, keeping each other company. They were built for exactly one thing, to be liked. Everyone who meets them asks for a little more. The robots, to their credit, oblige, more or less. I came home with 2 answers, be needed or be liked. Somewhere on the way back it occurred to me that question was never really about robots. In Dalian, I filmed 2 loops keeping each other company. Back in my own city, I saw the loop they'd both been rehearsing for. 9 million functions, running on time. Now and then, one stops at a railing, stares at nothing. The machine doesn't mind. It has spares, not copies of anyone, just whoever's standing behind you. Nobody designed this machine, and nobody gets to power it down. In the south, they're building people to be needed. In the north, idols to be adored, which happen to be the only 2 careers ever offered to a human being. 2 careers. The robots have only just been hired. We've been on the job all our lives. So, which one are you in?